Hello. Hola. What's up? I'm Professor Amazing, and I'll be your teacher today. So, what should my lesson be today? Alright, let's get started then. First off, marijuana is also known as hemp and cannabis. The first laws in America dealing with hemp was passed in 1619, ordering colonists of Jamestown to grow it. Hemp is the most durable natural fiber known to man, and it has been used from anything from medicine to rope. Hemp was even considered a legal tender in most states. That means money, Brienne. In fact, for over 200 years, you could pay your taxes with hemp alone. Man, this lighting makes me look really pale. Anyways, the first draft of the Declaration of Independence was even written on hemp paper. Marijuana remained legal in America for over a century. In fact, Americans didn't even learn they could smoke it until 1876. In the 1920s, with Prohibition in effect, marijuana started to gain popularity. In the 1930s, the Southwest had a growing population of Mexicans, and the white people wanted them gone. So what did they do? They applied pressure to the newly appointed chief of the Federal Bureau of Narcotics, Harry Anslinger. Now, being the bureaucrat he decided to act upon that. What was his plan? Scare the white people. He launched a propaganda campaign. It depicted violent crimes committed by blacks and Mexicans that were high on reefer at the time. Thus, the term reefer madness. In 1937, Congress finally decided to have a hearing on marijuana use. Anslinger testified that marijuana was a dangerous drug and led to insanity. Dr. William Woodward of the American Medical Association spoke out against Anslinger, saying that there's no evidence to support the claim that marijuana is dangerous. Man, this sweater vest is so cool. Ugh. It's awesome. Look at this sweater vest. Isn't that cool? Yeah. Oh, shit. Anyway. So, do you think Congress listened to the bureaucrat with an agenda, or the doctor without an agenda? Come on, guess. What do you think? Not only did they ignore the doctor, but they insulted him, saying that he was only trying to get in the way of Congress's good acts. Why are politicians so stupid? Fucking idiots. And in the next hearing about marijuana, when asked about the American Medical Association's stance, they lied and said the AMA was for it. With no opposition left, the Marijuana Taxation Act of 1937 was passed. Here's how it worked. Marijuana and hemp and all of its uses would now be taxed. If you wanted to grow or be in possession of marijuana, you had to go to the government to get a stamp. But in order to get that stamp, you must have the marijuana or hemp or whatever in your possession. But if you had that in your possession at the time, that means you grew it without the stamp. So basically you're fucked. All this talk of marijuana is making me so hungry right now. Anyways, hemp and marijuana remained bad in America until World War II. Then, the government needed hemp for wartime materials. After we got done kicking German and Japanese ass, weed was bad again. Damn it. However, in 1948, Congress began to question the act they put into law just 11 years earlier. Anslinger came back and testified that weed makes its users pacifist and that the communists would use that and take us over. Did anyone care that that was a complete reversal of what he said 11 years ago? No, they didn't. Fucking idiots. They heard the word communism and decided to side with Anslinger. Aren't you glad this doesn't happen in today's America? Oh wait. Shit. America, when are we gonna learn? Rate this video 5 stars or the terrorist will win. In 1969, the Supreme Court ruled that part of the act was unconstitutional because it violated the Fifth Amendment. That's the one that protects you from self-incrimination. In response, Congress quickly passed the Controlled Substance Act, which outlawed marijuana. Bastards. In 1972, the Schaefer Report was presented to Richard Nixon. In it, it said that marijuana should not be criminalized. Did he listen to that report? No. I think we all know that, though. Now it's time for a quiz. Alright, true or false? Marijuana smoking causes cancer. Alright, is that true or false? True or false, huh? You give up? The answer is false. It doesn't. It's all bullshit. True or false? Prohibition has effectively stopped many Americans from smoking weed. I'm not going to even dignify that one with the response. I think we all know the answer to that. And if you don't, just ask Dr. Dre or Snoop Dogg. Yeah, just ask them. Which one of these three caused the least amount of deaths a year? Caffeine, aspirin, or marijuana? Each year, caffeine has 1 to 10,000 deaths. Aspirin has about 7,000 deaths. Marijuana has never directly killed anyone, even though it's been around for thousands of years. It's harmless, people. Marijuana is far safer than alcohol and tobacco, and yet those are still legal. Just doesn't make sense to me. Now I say America legalize weed, and instead of spending money fighting a losing battle against it, why not make money getting taxed from selling marijuana? Plus you'll get the tax money from all the random food they buy too, so come on. Come on, Congress, let's legalize marijuana today. Right now. Anyways, I'm Chris Fingston.
And I just turned into a 10-year-old.